Good morning! This is quite a weird list. It hasn't been done yet, not that I know of. So yeah, this is the top 10 hottest animated women from a women's perspective. 4 takes and I've done it. So yeah, I didn't do a poll. I was going to, and then I figured that actually it's quite a girl thing to have a girl crush on girls in animated films. And so yeah, that's why I didn't do a poll. This is just from my opinion and my perspective, and I hope you enjoy. Number 10, Rapunzel from Tangled. I've recently just discovered this film. Yeah, I debated putting her on the top 10 because she's not the ideal princess. I'm a princess snob. So I feel that she's too young to be attractive and sexy. She's too young to want women to want to become her. The problem with Rapunzel is, even though she's a very good character, and don't get me wrong, she doesn't like the tower, she wants to get out, she wants freedom, and it's the rebellious stage that all girls go through when they grow up. So we relate to it, but at the same time, she's not attractive. And like I say, I debated putting her on this list for this reason alone. I love that she's 3D animation. I love that they've attempted to try and make her so she actually looks like a human. But the only way you really relate to her is when she, spoiler, she has her hair cut off at the end of the movie and she's normal. She's human. She's just a girl. Up until this point, she's had hair that magically flows and heals and all this stuff. And I just feel because she looks 15, maybe even 14, you can't see her as a role model because she's at the stage where you were 5 years ago. I mean, I'm 23 and I look at her and I think she's coming of age, which is very, very good for a Disney film to do because normally their princesses are, 17, 18 and they're getting quite old. But I don't find her attractive. I just think she's very childish, and I know she's growing up and she's, lived under her mum's thumb the witch's thumb for most of the movie and stuff. And when she meets Flynn, he turns her into a woman, and that's why at the end you think, yeah, alright, now I want to be like Rapunzel. But before, I just saw her as a child. So that's why she's my number 10. Number 9, Anna from Frozen. I adore Frozen. If anyone else has seen any of my reviews, I love it. I think it's one of the best films out there. However, the character Anna is the one I probably relate to the most. When I watched her in some of her acting scenes and stuff, and First Time in Forever and all that, I really liked her. I thought she was a solid character, and as animated women go, she's probably one of the best. However, she's not pretty. She's okay, she's quite sweet and everything, but she's klutzy, which makes her, seem real to girls and women and stuff. And she's just not as good as Elsa. I wanted Elsa to end up with the prince at the end of the movie. I didn't want Anna to. Elsa was the one that was hidden away with all the power. Anna could have left the castle at any moment. But no. She just decided to stay in the castle and wait for someone to rescue her. And I know. Princes fall in love with princesses. That's the whole point of the movie. But Elsa defied that and said, well, do you know what? I don't want a prince. She's got lovely kind of brown hair and she's got a lovely slim figure. She's got the Disney girl figure, which is what Rapunzel had, which is what all of the Disney girls have, which is kind of thin on the top, thin legs, thin waist that goes in. And yes, she's okay. She's pretty, but she's not hot. And that's the same, like I said, with Rapunzel. The two of them are very, very young. And it's wrong, really, to find them attractive and hot. So that is why she's my number 9. Number 8, Jane from Tarzan. She is... oh, what to say about Tarzan and Jane? I like Jane. She's a classy character, she's polite, she's sweet, she's caring, and there's chemistry between the two, and you can actually, see it. However, I think she is meant to be 16 at this point, maybe 17, I'm not sure. So I don't really know whether this is right or wrong, because obviously she's the one that falls in love with Tarzan and stuff, but she's so brought up being polite and full of purpose that the second she meets him, she's just like, whoa, no, 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 no. And she's pretty. I mean, she's a plain Jane, as we would call women that just, you know, they're just plain, there's nothing to them. She's a plain Jane. And they did that because they didn't want Jane to be the focus of the entire movie. They wanted Tarzan to be the focus of the entire movie. And Jane and Tarzan's relationship is a quarter of the movie. Once you get past all the Clayton and Kerchak and, you know, I want to kill the gorilla stuff, that is a quarter of the movie. So we don't really see her as a main character until the TV series, which comes out after the film was produced, and then they decided we have enough money and we have enough people interested in this to make a TV series. So I just think she's a bit plain. She's a plain Jane. Her dress sense is lovely, her eyes are gorgeous, they have the big eyes of Disney. I just don't like... I'm not sure, she's just a plain Jane in my opinion, but that is just my opinion. Megara from Hercules. Megara is one of the Disney princesses that is never actually remembered. She was meant to be part of the Disney princess lineup, and then they said, well, her movie flopped. Hercules never did any good in the box office and never did any good on DVD. They were going to do a Hercules 2 at one point, and then they just said, you know what, this didn't work the first time round, so we're not going to do it again. And it's regarded by Disney as one of their worst films ever made, which makes Megara not very good for the princess lineup. So yeah, Megara basically... The only way I can describe Megara is she has inhumane body portions. Her body portions are not reality. She has thin tops, so she has no chest. She has a thin waist. She has thin legs. She has nothing supporting her. So she would fall down at a moment's notice and you wouldn't know. She just doesn't have realistic proportions. And for a woman, there is no way you can have no chest and have thin waist. It doesn't balance itself out. Speaking as a busty woman, I know exactly how annoying it is when you have to buy different clothes to match different parts of your body. It's a pain in the butt. But Megara has one dress in the whole entire film that is one size. One size! So her chest and her waist both fit into this dress. I would say she was probably an 8. All the way down. So she can get away with one of these, you know, Greek wearing dressy things. Also, we get a bit of a backstory, so we're meant to kind of like her. I think she's ballsy, I think she's fun, I think she's seductive. She's probably one of the hottest Disney animated princesses that I've seen, but of course she's not counted as a princess, even though she marries a Greek god. How higher on royalty do you want that? She marries a Greek god. But yeah, so that's why she is my number 7. Queen La from Tarzan. Queen La is freaking awesome. I debated putting her on this list at all because I know she's not fantastically famous, but when I first started watching Aladdin, I liked Queen La. Not Aladdin, Tarzan. I liked Queen La. She is sassy, she is cool, she is powerful, she's power hungry, she has a whole kind of load of leopards working for her as well. It's just awesome. She's just, Queen La is just amazing. And, you know, she makes trouble between Tarzan and Jane and tries to get Tarzan and everything. And we all know it won't work, but it's just, she has leopard men. She has leopard men. But Queen La herself is freaking gorgeous. She has this kind of medieval bikini top and bottom situation going on here. And, you know, she has her staff, which looks like she nicked it from Jafar. I just love it. I really love her. She is such an amazing, amazing character. You know, she can disintegrate leopards. In the first film, leopards were a big problem, but you should have had Queen La. She would have just sorted it. And yet, Queen La was just absolutely incredible.